Hello and welcome to another edition of Rarer Hot Wheels. Now in this episode we're going to take a look at some of the finds that I picked up at the National Street Roll Association Super Nationals back in August. Now I picked up a fair few nice castings, and some of them are reasonably rare and some of them are reasonably common, but most of them are reasonably old. How many times can I use reasonably in one sentence? Well, reasonably quite a lot, I think. So I found 20 odd castings when I was there, and wonderfully for me the prices were very cheap for what they were. So I splashed out a little bit and bought quite a lot of them, and I think it was over 20 to be fair. So put your feet up, sit back and have a look at what there is to offer, because there's some nice little rides amongst this. See you in a mo. Right then, first up for this episode, we trek back to 2006 with this Baja Breaker from the 2006 series of Flying Customs. Designed by Larry Wood in collaboration with Bob Rosas, the Baja Breaker was introduced in 1978 and featured an opening hood. In 1989 the model was retooled, with the new tooling being pretty much similar to the old. And at that point in time Baja Breaker lost its opening hood. This Flying Customs one is a lovely example and looks pretty cool on the retro card. For our second casting we roll back to 1997 with another Baja Breaker, this time a Black Walls version. This one is also from the 89 retool, but strangely, if you look at the bottom of the card it says opening hood. Well, the opening hood option was deleted in 89, so that is a bit of a false advertisement. But nonetheless, this purple and yellow dot psychedelic paint job looks pretty cool. Our next casting is from the 2008 Holiday Rods series. The card art features Santa driving a 51 Chevy 3100 truck, where the card contains a rather neat Olds 442 W30. If you look closely at the Real Rider tyres, it says Happy Holidays in the white block writing on the tyres. I'm not sure who designed this little ride, but it certainly is a fabulous looking little car. Now back to 1999 for this terrific Studebaker based drag car called Attitude. Introduced in 1998 and designed by Mark Jones, this little emerald green casting bears a very good resemblance to the modern style door car drag racers. Sadly, the casting was retired in 2009. Now we hop forward to 2009 and take a trip over to Larry's Garage to have a look at this Metro Rail Nash Metropolitan from the 2009 Larry's Garage series. The Nash Metropolitan was an American design car that was built at Austin's Longbridge plant in the United Kingdom, and indeed in Europe and the rest of the world it was known as the Austin Metropolitan. If you've never seen one, they are absolutely tiny, just a little bit bigger than the 1950s introduced Austin Mini. Although this is a Larry's Garage casting, Metro Rail was actually designed by Mike Nuttall and released in the year 2000. Production sadly ceased in 2014. In 2003, Hot Wheels brought out this Carbonated Crushers step truck casting called Combat Ambulance. This was another Larry Wood and Bob Rosas collaboration and has had many aliases over the years. In its lifetime, it's been known as Incredible Hulk, SWAT Van, Racing Team, Combat Medic, Delivery Truck, Simpsons Nuclear Waste Van, Pit Crew Truck, and as the Grave Wave Wagon, which you'll see in a minute. And it was originally introduced as the Letter Getter back in '77. Talk about a split personality. I don't know what it is about these step trucks. They're bug ugly, but I absolutely love them. Now we drop back a year to the aforementioned Grave Wave Wagon. This version of the step truck in flat black with really colourful tampos is pretty cool little ride. We'll let you just get on and have a look at it. finally, for this episode, we have this splitting image from the 40th anniversary Since 68 original series, which hit the markets in 2008. This Ira Guilford classic was originally introduced in 1969, and this one is from the 1993 retool, and is a retro look back at the original with 70s style tampos and Blackwall wheels on it. Well, that's all for this time, folks. Thanks for watching, and come back soon to have a look at my next batch of castings, which is something for the NASCAR fans out there. Not NASCARs, but NASCAR liveries on classic Hot Wheels. Take care and see you soon.